Hello, my name is Tina, and this presentation discusses the multi-state outbreak of Salmonella infections linked to pot pies. The first step is to analyze the background of this outbreak, which is associated with the consumption of the not ready-to-eat banquet frozen foods. One major contributing factor was the failure to properly cook the product by consumers. The onset of this outbreak ranged from the February 20th of 2007 to December 11th. And there was a total of 401 outbreak cases from 41 states with about 128 hospitalizations. The second step is to analyze the current situation. The CDC collaborated with the public health officials and the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety to conduct interviews with individuals affected and collect samples of the pies to complete a case control study. The investigation concluded that the packages had confusing cooking and preparation labels that each recommended a different cooking duration. This resulted in the immediate recall by the manufacturer, which affected about 9 brands under this manufacturer. This shines light on the opportunity to clear cooking labels that account for different microwave wattage. The third step is to prioritize core issues of the outbreak. The core issue behind this incident is that Salmonella is highly prevalent in low moisture products and can survive under harsh, dry conditions for a long time. Additionally, poor production environments such as poor sanitation and improper maintenance can contribute to the contamination of such frozen food products. After analyzing the core issue, it is important to implement different approaches. One approach to face this outbreak is to develop strict policies on pathogen control, including Salmonella, by ensuring the safety of supply of meat, poultry, and dairy to such manufacturers. Another approach is to monitor the labeling and cooking instruction policies on not ready-to-eat frozen foods in order to ensure clarity and provide specific information on health risks of consumption of these food products. One recommendation to fulfill these approaches is the semi-annual inspections of not ready-to-eat food production plants. These inspections should be conducted by public health officials to ensure that the manufacturer is following specific guidelines provided by public health and USDA as well as FDA. The second recommendation is that the USDA and public health officials should provide clear cooking instructions along with the advertisement of these products to better inform the population and raise awareness about the importance of clear cooking instructions. In order to fulfill these recommendations, it is important that public health officials coordinate with the USDA and the FDA to create a set of specific guidelines for food production companies and manufacturers in order to control their labeling of their products and their handling of raw ingredients. The goal by 2020 is to have all food production plants to take their initial changes and implement these changes to their production process to accommodate the guidelines provided by these officials. And by 2030, it is important that all food production plants follow the specific set of guidelines provided, and their production lines should be monitored semi-annually by public health and FDA officials. Lastly, in my opinion, I believe that these cooking instructions are crucial to the health of the public. I personally consume frozen, not ready to eat food on occasion, so Every time I consume these products, I always check the cooking time and specific instructions behind the product. And I have never came across any unclear, confusing labels, such as the specific labels provided by the Banquet brands on frozen pot pies. And I believe that it is crucial for them to redesign their labels to prevent any future outbreaks.